hearing anything?
I hear something.
You
I love that intro music.
Didn't set my speakers correctly. Okay, so now I should be able to hear something. All right. We kind of dropped out in the middle of things last time. You made a horrifying discovery.
More like we made a
When-
horrifying decision.
Well, or probably also mixed with a little bit of relief that you did not, as it were, end up in a slug world.
Okay.
When you stepped through the face door that was cast on one of the menhirs of the stone circle that was incorporated into House Andayomid itself. The house of the founder of Ilmarsh. And who would have thought that the founder still resides there, or wherever you are now, which seems to be somewhere below, somewhere in the bowels of the earth, maybe? Somewhere near the sea, potentially? Given that it's so wet down here, and it's just slick from all the moisture. And there he is, sitting in a tank of probably some sort of preserving agent, alcohol or whatever. The doctor would certainly know.
Yeah.
He's quite aged compared to the depiction that you saw of him on the town square, statue of him. But it's definitely him.
Mm-hmm.
And next to him, you find a little lectern where where you see a book that I last time already mentioned you recognize to be bound in shark skin. And of course that bell that you already carefully inspected.
Mm-hmm. It was the most important part.
Mm-hmm.
And the alarm.
Yes.
Yeah, this underground tunnel system seems to go on from here, so it doesn't feel like this is what you came here for. And this appears to be just the beginning of a larger complex that continues on into the darkness.
What part did we come from? Because we're kind of in the middle of
I think we appeared
We came
here.
through here.
there.
Yep.
Okay.
Correct. Yeah. What do you do?
So
Well, we checked the alarm.
yeah, we checked the alarm. I guess we just tap this tube with a finger to see if it suddenly opens its eyes. And
Tong, tong, tong. But no reaction.
I suppose he is dead after all. Although,
That's the second pickled creature we've encountered now.
well, I think it is a coincidence. I mean, after all, I don't think that Mr. Carmark was very well. Would be interested in pickling just random people like that.
Yeah, what is... There must be a purpose to this.
Well,
And as you stand there, beholding the remains or the body of the founder of Ilmarsh, preserved for some unknowable reason, you roll a perception check.
What's on?
Nice. Yes. Okay. Okay. So, Emaírel and the doctor, you, like, even with your back towards the tunnel to the south, you kind of sense maybe like a shift in how the air moves or whatever, and turn around and you see a creature. Its back turned to you, towards you, apparently hustling down the tunnel, disappearing around the corner pretty quickly. A humanoid,
Mm-hmm.
definitely.
This way, or the other
Yes,
one? Okay.
this way, yes. And yeah, like I said, quickly disappearing. And it was holding some sort of staff, maybe?
I guess we're not alone here after all. In that case, Arronax will pat the baby on the head and say, "Shh."
What are you calling that baby anyway?
I don't know. We call it baby, I guess, for now. I mean, we're still calling it an it after all, so we'll have to decide later.
It's just starting to smell.
Yeah,
Put it in the bag.
yeah. Well, we'll put it in the bag later. It will. Well, once action starts, it can be healthy to keep it in the bag all the time. We have all kinds of things in there.
And so as you react to this by just briefly like, oh, okay, looks like we're not alone. Well, what are we going to do with the baby? A couple of moments pass, and then you hear this like gurgling roar echoing through the chamber, and you may roll initiative.
I think I'll put the baby in the bag.
Now you put the baby in the bag.
Okay, let's put all of you onto the combat tracker. Combat tracker, and then you don't need to roll.
Already.
Combat. Roll for everyone.
Yeah, that was fine, apparently.
Did you hear that?
I didn't hear that. No.
There's the music changed.
The music
There's
changed? That
Well,
yeah,
I don't hear
there
anything.
should be-
I heard the sound of natural ones on my initiative.
Has there been music playing this whole time?
No, there should be music now.
I don't hear any music.
No, I'm in the
I
settings
hear
and it
it.
says now playing 92 skirmish,
Yeah, I
but
see that.
don't hear anything.
Now I
Same.
have.
What are your volume controls saying?
Well, when I have touched the sound volume just a little, it began playing. Otherwise, it didn't. It wasn't playing.
Yeah, I'm still getting nothing.
Yeah.
Even if I change
Oh,
it.
there's a volume control on the song itself too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Top of
I have that all the way up.
nothing.
Are you still not hearing anything?
Nada. I'm gonna refresh it. Maybe that does it.
Does
w-
your browser say that the tab is playing audio?
Give me 1 second. Because I hear the audio when we roll dice and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, same. When I roll dice, I hear the little sound effect, but I'm not hearing anything on the audio.
That's very
Yes.
weird.
Oh, so what's the name of the module with the HUD display up here on the top left? My friend was asking, and I keep forgetting to ask you.
I think it's Combat HUD or something.
I've just copied the whole mod list right now for the future.
I'm just gonna try refreshing just in case.
Token action HUD.
What?
Token action
Token action.
HUD.
Simon, you haven't been playing like music all along, and I
Well-
just missed it, or have you?
Not all the time, but sometimes.
We've
Now
been
I
missing
hear
out.
music.
I don't hear anything.
What did you change, Anthony?
I just refreshed.
Okay.
That's
And
weird.
as far as I've been aware, you've never used music on Foundry, so I didn't.
Not even at the beginning of a session?
Well, no, actually, I do hear that. I hear the little
Yeah, that one's awesome.
ding, but nothing
Yeah.
else.
I've been using music here and there. Well, that's
Try and
weird.
pay attention to that. Wonder why it doesn't play for me.
Yeah. Well, you have various sound controls. I don't know if you can change.
Yeah,
the
I
volume
put
on-
everything to the top. I'm refreshing, but leider nicht.
Weird.
I'll imagine it. I'll hum.
Yes. Okay. So, anyway, combat is started,
And it stopped.
and oh, it's just quiet. It should just be quiet now.
Yeah, better to hear it.
Wait a second. When you're changing, when I'm changing the volume, it's not changing it for everyone else, is it?
No.
But somebody else is changing the volume right now, and it's changing it for me.
Yeah, I think when I change it,
Well, yeah,
because I can change the globe, I can change global volume, and I can change it per track, and I guess per track.
Yeah, you're changing it for.
Yeah, so then because then you can mix several tracks together, I think is the idea. Okay, so now this would be pretty loud.
well,
but- Anyway, okay, let's not get too hung up on that. Yeah, you heard this bubbling, gurgling roar, and then you hear heavy footsteps, and by heavy I mean like thundering, making you shake, echoing off the tunnel walls, and there's the speed. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and you see down the tunnel, you see this dark lumbering shape that begins to squeeze through the through the opening, and as it draws near, becomes stranger and harder to figure out what it is. It's walking on two legs, but then you see something like fins sticking out. And finally, as it pushes itself through that narrow opening into the room, whoosh, you see it in its full glory. A strange fish-like being, the size of a horse.
Wow.
And yeah, if you hover over it, you should be able to see it
Oh,
properly.
crap. A land shark.
Yeah, I'll give you the picture in large as well. And yeah, so the creature itself is strange to behold, but he's also clearly in some sort of savage rage and wielding its great axe with terrifying strength. But it is slow enough that it actually takes up a lot of movement to squeeze through the tunnel. All right, that was its action.
Insane. Great.
yeah, it's good to know.
And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you also see more movement down the tunnel, where obviously more creatures are trying to make their way down the corridor. And as you catch a glimpse of them, some of you may already be able to, you spot them, humanoid as before, as the one that you saw running away, hunchbacked, green-skinned, wide, frog-like head, and a mouth that looks like a toothy fish mouth, but much smaller than what appears to be their leader. And Gaia's turn. Gaia's turn.
I mean, are we attacking it already? Do we know it? I kind of want to attack it.
He's definitely threatening. Like, he is clearly gonna attack you as soon as he gets the chance.
So, heat was never an option.
Yeah. I believe I had the haste turned on. I don't think we are hasted anymore, right?
And we've not rested, right?
No.
Not for some time.
Yeah, no,
And-
the haste was rounds per level. That was previous fight.
Would a knowledge arcana help me figure out what kind of creature this is?
No, that would be knowledge nature, actually.
Yeah, I'm not trained in that. I shall try diplomacy. Said no one ever when confronted with this kind of creature. No, I'm going to. It sounds like a very bad idea. Sorry. Let me think. I'm not trying to put it to sleep.
Using what spell?
Sleep.
It's not gonna work.
Is
I
it
mean,
not going to be enough hit dice?
Well, sleep goes up to 4 hit dice.
Oh, I thought it was like up 4. Yeah, I thought it was like
Well, you're not a witch, unfortunately. The sleep hex works on anything.
Yeah, and there's a deep slumber spell, but that's higher level.
Okay, then I'm gonna make it blind.
How?
Glitter dust. Golden particles, and it becomes blinded. So I throw it back here because it's area. It's 10 feet radius, so I throw it so it only hits it.
Okay, so he gets a will save to negate the blinding. 14.
I believe I am 13. As
No,
in
it's not.
sorcerer. CL9,
Thir-
concentration plus 13.
What?
I'm looking at my PDF.
Yeah, it should tell you what you see.
I'm on the spells. Oh, right. Yes. Looking at the wrong. It's not on my bloody PDF, that spell. It says interrogation is DC 17, sleep is 15. It's also a second level spell, but I know it's DC 17. Yeah. So it's
Okay, so he,
blinded.
yeah, he is blind.
And Geier will gingerly step away to a safe distance.
Okay, so he gets to save at the end of his turn, but for now he is blind. Emaírel.
Emaírel is going to step back and try to get some stabs into this thing.
$27 to hit is a hit for 24 points of damage. Okay. And then 13 is a miss, and the 23 is another hit.
No. There's no. I think that's a haste attack. That
Oh,
I did
okay.
not tick off.
So then it's just the first attack that hits. Second one misses, even considering the blindness. It's your turn?
Yeah. Step and full attack. Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 4. Another one of those green-skinned creatures steps up from the shadow of the large one. But that's its turn. Alhindri.
Okay, well, I've been desperately trying to figure out what to cast. I have no idea if this is the thing or if there's other things. It is called a Brood Chief. Oh boy. I'm just going to cast haste on everyone. That never hurts, right?
Yeah.
Sure. All right. Everyone gets haste.
And that's all she can do because she's staggered.
Hey. It.
It is it's also hasted. Turn that on. And it will get forward to get in the fray. It'll shove past the doctor and Alhindri, and it'll be right here. And it is going to make an attack to try and bite that little guy who just came around the corner.
Oh, okay. I think he has soft cover because it's around the corner or through the space of the large creature. But doesn't really matter with that sort of attack roll, so it's 13 points of damage.
Mm-hmm. And then a grab. Or a 38 grapple.
Yeah, you grab it and pull it close because we always forget about that.
Yeah. Pulled right in. And that's its turn. Move and action.
Okay, so it is the fishman is grappled. Okay, we have more. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, you see more movement in the tunnel beyond. Oops. Good. And then it's Doctor's turn.
Okay, so here's a complicated set of actions. First of all, I also take a step back. Then I, as a move action, put the baby in the bag. Then, as I will use one of my mythic abilities to basically drink a potion for free, which is like a sure drinker.
Okay.
I have a potion of Cat's Grace in my inventory, so that one goes down. I will turn on the buff for it. And that will that leaves me with one action, which I will use to lob a bomb at, Insane Brute Chief, hopefully excluding it from the large blast, and including everyone else in it. Let's go.
Sorry, I had to deal with something here. So after that you put the baby in the bag, I was lost.
Yeah, I put the baby in the bag, then I use one of my mythic abilities to assuredly drink a potion of Cat's Grace that I happen to have in my inventory, and I use my remaining standard action to throw a bomb at Insane Brute Chief,
Okay.
excluding Tentacle Monster from the blast.
Okay. So the other green fish creatures get the splash.
Yes.
18 touch is enough. 22 points of fire damage. Boom. And then the others get to roll a reflex save
Nope.
against the splash damage, yes?
Yes, and this.
Oh, you mean
yes.
failed the save. Okay, yeah. One of them made it, one of them failed. And that was 10, if I remember that
Yeah.
correctly.
Yes.
Okay. So the one that's saved actually goes limp in the clutches of the beast. And the other one takes half damage, which is 5. Fortunately. Yes. Yes. No evasion. Alright. That was that?
I think so, yes.
Okay. Then we have more fish creatures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's that? Okay. Alright, that puts the Brute Chief up front, and he actually is going to first make a will save. Which he failed.
Good.
Interesting.
Wait, was that the... Did you just roll the Brood Chief or a Scum?
Well, it's an F1.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but you're right. I somehow... Oh yeah, I still had a Scum clicked, but that one is that one. Okay, so yeah, he's blinded, but he on top of that appears to be just kind of locked into his rage and confused. Let's roll a d100 and see what happens.
It's a really narrow corridor for this kind of fight. That's all I
Yep.
can say.
Well, that's just great. 99 attacks the nearest creature, and the nearest creature is the one behind him, but he doesn't really have a way of sensing that, I realize. Well, I guess he's just gonna blindly flail at whatever he perceives around him. So first of all, I'm gonna take this one guy out of the fight. So we see that he's out. And then he's gonna spend a move action to do a perception check, actually. Trying to identify the square that one of the scums is in. And fails to do so. So he's just gonna randomly choose a square within reach, which is a lot of squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is actually a square of it. So now he's gonna blindly swing his axe at one of the squares that it occupies.
If the creature is dying, is it still considered grappled?
No.
Okay.
Well, he could, as a free action, he could always drop it.
Yeah, that's what it would do.
Yeah. Okay, so he's gonna swing his great.
I mean, it's not going to matter. You're going to hit him regardless. He's got a ridiculously low AC.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but so that might hit, but we still have a 50-50 miss chance because he's blind.
Ah.
And he rolls low, so he misses.
He's also on
But
fire,
it's
I
a-
think.
But it is a brutal swing, of course, and quite intimidating. And he's on fire, of course. It's not actually a condition. Great. So that is that.
He's blind because of the
glitter dust.
glitter dust. Is that
Mhm.
a persistent area, or...
No, he just needs to make a will save again at the end of his turn. Will save. 17 is enough, so he's no longer blind. So now he's only on fire and barely injured. Okay, the scum.
Wasn't that the will save that you rolled at the beginning of the round?
Nope, that was something else.
Oh.
It's probably his
Okay, yeah,
rage.
the confusion
Yeah.
or whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we have more scum. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my goodness.
Move into the room. Which gives an attack of opportunity to it, I guess.
Yeah, it would take it.
Mm-hmm.
It will try to bite. The combat tracker has gotten very long. It's blocking my... and at 18 to hit.
18 to hit is enough.
12 points of damage. I guess there's a free grab in there.
12 points. Yep.
And it's grabbed. I assume.
Yeah, 40 is enough to be grabbed. And then it's Geier's turn.
Here comes the big guns. Black Tentacles has an area of 20 feet.
Yes.
So... Aha! Wait, what? Did I cast it? Yep.
But it's not showing up. You should cast it with the template.
The template was there like for a second.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I
I
think because I put it, I messed up there. I'm gonna cast it again just to. Okay, now it's not giving me the prompt.
What do you mean, the prompt?
Yeah, because it appeared twice the prompt because I think I already had made a template like this one. I'm just gonna leave this.
But when you cast the spell, it should automatically...
Yep,
set you
but
up.
I accidentally clicked it because I was trying to get rid of the manual one I put. So that's, I think, where I messed it up. And now I
Okay.
tried casting it again and it didn't give me the thing.
Okay.
Weird.
All right. So the black tentacles appear, flailing around. And then what happens?
Tentacles appear, and every creature is the target of a combat maneuver and combat maneuver check made to grapple each round at the beginning of my turn, including this turn. So they have to do a CMD.
No, you have to roll a CMB.
Ah,
It's caster level +4/+1.
I was
Mhm.
just seeing if it was in the HUD. CMB.
No, you should use your caster level +4/+1
Okay.
because that's what the tentacles use. It's not your own CMB.
Caster level +4/+1.
Mm-hmm.
So 1d20 plus that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, 22. And you roll once for all the tentacles, or does it say
I
Yeah.
think it's just once. Yeah.
roll only once and apply to all? Okay. All right. That
Yeah.
means
Roll only
that
once
you
for the entire spell effect.
that means that you grapple all of the green-skinned ones, but not the big guy.
They take 1d6 plus 4 points of damage and are grappled. 1d6 plus 4, right? Now it's asking me to remove tentacles.
Yeah, at the end of your turn.
Right.
It's
But it
gonna ask.
asked me 3 times.
Because you clicked it multiple times. Keep saying no.
Yeah. Much technology.
Okay, so you say 10 points of damage,
Hmm?
which means that this guy is going down. This guy goes down. This guy is severely injured. This one is injured, and this one is injured. They're all trying to fight off the tentacles best they can, but doing a pretty poor job. And then it's Emaírel's turn.
Emaírel is going to focus on the shark person.
Okay.
Alright. This time there is a haste attack.
Okay, where do we start? Up here. 23 is a hit for 25 points of damage. The 23 is a hit for 18 points of damage, and the haste attack is a hit for 22 points of damage. And he is still not dead, but he is near death. Badly bloodied, doesn't know what's going on. Still appears to be confused, even though his eyesight seems like it came back. Move action for you? Or no, not move action. Step, 5-foot step.
No.
Okay, Alhindri.
Well, that was a very successful round of attacks. I don't even know what... Thought I was going to have to pull a big move here, but apparently... Oh, there's more of them, though. Alhindri backs up 5 feet. But she is not going to do anything... Do I even want to cast the spell? Yeah. Hang on. How long does that take to cast? That takes 10 minutes. Never mind. I guess she's just going to cast Blur on herself as a precautionary measure. Because I don't know what else is down here. And that'll be for 10 minutes, so that'll last for a little bit.
Okay, move action.
And she is going to use a swift action to expend one of her mythic power points. And activate Beast's Fury, which will allow her Eidolon to make an attack.
Right now, out of
Right
turn.
now. Yeah.
Okay.
it can technically move up to its speed and make an attack, but it's just going to stay where it is. And it will try to chomp on the big guy. That is a 30 to hit.
That's a hit. And then it's 6 points of damage?
Just 6 points, apparently. That's a 1.
Feels low. Okay, 1 plus 5. Okay.
Alright, yeah, that's not enough to kill the brutalized brute.
Yeah, but that's all.
Okay, then it's regular turn.
And it takes its turn, and it will bite again. Ooh, that's another 30. This time for 7 points. Then it'll hit with its tentacles.
Well, 7 points now is actually enough to bring him down.
Oh, never mind. Well, then the tentacles will go to the one that's in the tentacles for the tentacles.
Okay.
The one in the tentacles.
Yeah. High-fiving the black tentacles with his own tentacles.
7 points of damage to that one.
7 points is enough to bring that one down.
And I don't even have anything to hit with my hasted attack, so so I guess that's it. It already started full attacking, so it doesn't have movement, so that's it.
Okay. Then we have a scum down here that gets to try and break free from the grapple. It's a 15, which is not enough to break the CMD. Then it's the doctor's turn.
Okay. So I guess, well, the worst part has passed, so I think I will just try to target an intersection right here and just get all 3 of these guys with my splash damage.
Okay.
And that will be just 1 attack, because I don't have that many bombs left.
So it's all splash. No, these 2 get splash damage? I don't get it.
Well, all of them get splash damage. If I target intersection, the full damage doesn't get to anyone.
Oh, then it's 10 feet splash.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So reflex save for this one. Fails. Reflex save for this one.
Wow.
Wow.
These ones today.
I love that there's a special sound effect for ones.
Heck. Well,
And that one makes it. So that is what was it?
5.
7? No.
5.
It's, 7. No, 10
11.
full.
10 full and 5 half.
And 5 1/2. Okay. So that leaves both of the first 2 disabled.
Exactly at 0.
And exactly at 0.
Huh.
They look like you could knock them over with a feather. But the last one is still, well, counts as barely injured. Is trying to free himself, but just kind of weakly fights back the tentacles, but it doesn't look like he has any realistic chance of getting free. And yeah, so the other 2 just have to fight for their life. Tries to get out, fails to get out, bends a standard action on that, and goes into the negatives, basically dies. And Geier.
Yes. I can't see any more. So, and my My
Oh,
tentacles are
you just saw Aronax throw a bomb down the hallway, so you would expect that there's.
Yeah, I mean, I that's like I can't see them, but I know they're there. But they can't get near me with the tentacles along the way.
You can't get near them either.
Yeah, but they're coming towards us. They don't seem to be very bright. I move. Can I see them? Fire moves. Oh, I can. And Geier is gonna cast Grasping Corpse on this one. And have it shuffle towards him. And tries to trip and grapple it. Oh, it's a special combat maneuver.
Mm-hmm.
So DMB, caster level plus intelligence, wisdom, or charisma. Oh, plus 9 plus my highest is charisma.
$29. All right, so the dead body briefly becomes animated again and grasps his former ally, ripping him. Yeah, so basically just rendering at the mercy of those tentacles, which get to do their
Little
their
dance.
their damage. Do they automatically damage, or do you have to roll the CMB?
They automatically damage if they're grappled.
Yeah, but do they have to do the CMB first, or
Because I couldn't see, did that guy walk into the tentacles?
what?
If so, they do have to.
No, you need to
Uh,
grapple. You need to roll grapple at the beginning of your round,
Yeah.
and if that's successful, then they take damage. Okay. So go for it. And T4 is a successful grapple, so whatever you will roll, it'll kill him. And he goes down. Then it is Emaírel's turn.
Well, Emaírel doesn't really have a way to reach those creatures, so he's just gonna wait for the spell to dissipate.
Okay, so you're waiting. Alhindri.
Yeah, she's kind of in the same boat. She's just
All right. And then it's it.
it knows enough about tentacles to stay put for now. So everyone's just kind of delaying, I guess.
Takes one to know one. Doctor?
You're welcome. You can take a long rest now. I'll hold the fort.
Yeah, at this point, I think Arronax will open up the bag, so there will be air in there, and he will just wait as well.
Okay. The scumbag here is. I'll try to. From all the way back here, he's gonna fling a trident at Emaírel,
And miss.
and he misses. Great. And then it's Geier's turn.
We're gonna go
You know
for
it-
classic.
You know you can dismiss them, right?
The tentacles? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll do that. We're just prolonging the inevitable.
Okay. That's a standard to dismiss.
Okay.
And
All
then
right.
you have a move action.
You're up. Fine where I am.
Okay.
I
Then
don't
it's
need to get close.
Then it's Emaírel's turn. Tentacles disappear.
I'm assuming it's all uh, difficult terrain.
Yeah, definitely bodies
Yeah.
everywhere, slippery, rocky floors.
So that would be one move. Can he actually land in that square over the one scum?
Yeah. He can stand there.
Okay, so it'll be one move, and that leaves him with one standard action against the remaining guy. Let's see.
That is a hit, and that is so much damage for definitely kills him. Where is his? Yeah, that is all of them. And the sounds of battle suddenly end with the of the branch spear of Emaírel striking down the last of the strange fish people. And as you incredulously take in the scene, all these slaughtered strange fishmen, you hear another voice echo through the tunnels, but this one doesn't sound as unnatural or as monstrous as the ones you've heard before. And you hear like just, hello? Who who is this? Archie? Archie, is it you? My my little crow? And that's gonna be it for today.